Success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. I think the fail whale has demonstrated that. The fail whale wasn't actually the original graphic. This was like the 5th iteration of the graphic. So that shows that they were doing it right.
Failing right.
Well, you can see my background. You start off with the references. I mean, come on, the publisher of Canongate books, okay? Now, when I joined Canongate, it was a long time ago, and this is what I did. And I don't know, looking back, it just makes me weep.
You did really well on your A-levels.
And I don't even remember my French anymore, so I don't know.
You were just learning the test, I see.
How did I get here? Well, I took the tube, of course. But I started over there at North Acton. And I made a mistake somewhere around Notting Hill Gate and ended up at High Street, Kensington, when really I wanted to get wherever we are, which I'm going to say we're at the post office here. One of the best things about the London Tube map is there's lots of great, funny names on it. Now, can I find one that's mixed gender appropriate? No, I can't. So I'll pass. But there are lots of great, like Tooting Broadway is one of my favorites. Because then the train to Tooting Broadway from the Elephant and Castle. It's a pub downtown Boston.
Well, and of course, here being in Boston, you get the Boston Manor. So.
You do have Boston Manor is a good stop. Common, Cock and Foster's is one of them. On the upper right.
Yeah. It's all about the lines.
This building is a failing, just
It's all
so
about
many
the
ways.
lines. Make sure you have a little satellite at the top of the building too. So you got to get your signal from around the world. Wireless.
So now, I don't know why it says 1993, because this building looks much older than that to me, but this is one of the ugliest buildings in London. That makes it a fail. So in 1995, I was trying to get to Paris and I ended up in Vienna. So I took a picture of this piece of art because somehow that says Vienna to me. I'm not so sure.
This is real because in 1996, I was in college then, and I was a DJ on a radio station out in Worcester. And I was the 80s explosion with Ari. So I was DJing the music, you know, and this is not me, but this is how it could have been. So,
Except for
fail.
fail.
It was a fail. Turntable. So
in 1997, I decided that I wanted to be an ad exec, and I went out and bought a really nice suit, as this gentleman has. And I went to all these buildings where I had the nice offices and hung out there for a while. And then eventually they said, "Who is that strange guy, and what is he doing here?" So that was a fail.
I don't know where to start with this guy. I mean, what is that? That's a
canal barge.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? I don't know what it is. That's a fail in itself. I don't recognize it. Next.
So I forgot to do that. So in 1997, I went to Canongate Books and started collecting discarded syringes to help with my heroin habit. And then my parents failed. Or the parent company failed, that's what happened.
Yeah, and then there were these books all about the military, you know, the pocket cannons. So we had King Solomon, King Solomon and David, that's Goliath. Revelation, you know, the big boom, the Roman cavalry, the Hebrews. It was all about the military.
It probably would have been less of a fail if you'd known they were the books of the Bible. But.
Yeah, but
So then I became an amanuensis. And an amanuensis is the person who writes down a narrative for somebody who's illiterate but wants to tell their autobiography, like slave narratives. And that was a fail because I was illiterate. So being an amanuensis wasn't really much help because I had to then hire somebody else to amanuensis for me. And that was a fail.
And because we were illiterate, we couldn't write business cards. Come on, I mean, fortune, yeah, I don't know. This is a fail.
So we were going to build a bridge, but apparently
The internet? What's the internet?
Stupid. So then we got funded, which was a good thing, except that we didn't have a premise, so that was also a fail. That was your slide, Ari. I wanted this jacket to be better, but it wasn't, so that was a fail. So from 2001 to 2005, I ran a .com called Screenbase, which was mostly about putting people in empty rooms where they would try to throw things at the trash can from the chair. And you can tell it's in London because we have those funky plugs. But I didn't get any in, so that was also a fail.
Yeah, then we moved into the apartment, and I don't know. It was just, it was a
The
bad.
apartment was fail-free.
Yeah, I don't know.
We looked much different then.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah, well, you were suspenders.
So then I decided to leave the apartment and go do Blender 10, which was mostly about putting vinyl albums with no labels on them so that people wouldn't know what they were. It was a whole record store where you just randomly pick things out.
Well, it was going off the Beatles, the Black Album.
It was, after Jay-Z did the Grey Album.
Yeah. Then we started enhancing it with these,
Boy, we look different then, too.
you know, you can't go wrong with Nick Cave. Nick Cave is a bad thing.
So I think what we've learned is that really you should fail harder. Mostly that means traveling around to different places in the world and taking random pictures and putting them on slideshow.
Almost looks like the Boston Library.
It could be that interior place. Two are best.
Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. You know, I look at that saying and I almost think of Yoda.
There is no.
If the verbs were backwards, maybe.
There is no try. There is only do, or do not. I have no idea what
Better
this
fail.
is a picture of.
For the push bill.
That's our concluding slide.